With this video, I'll be sharing with you the latest UK visas and immigration update regarding the care worker visa route and the dependents that can remain in the UK. I've been looking forward to this, and now that is out, I'm very happy to share with you. So on 11th of March 2024, the UK Home Office has finally published some information to really explain out which people this affects and which dependents are not affected. So this category of care workers are totally exempt from this, and I'm going to be showing you from the website, of which I'm going to leave the link so that you can see it yourself. Frankly, there have been so many unclarity when the first rule was announced, but this particular update has been able to clarify most of the personal questions that people have been asking, because there's been so many questions regarding this. Some persons made applications for which the COS is not yet out. So they're actually asking, what will be my fate, me getting my COS after 11th of March? Does this mean that my dependents won't be able to apply? Some students who have finished their course have been asking so many of these questions as well as dependents of those on student visa. They're asking, what is our fate if we want to go into the care worker route? If you've had these questions in your mind, or you know anyone in this category, you need to watch this video. You're absolutely welcome again to my channel. I'm pleased to have you here. My name is Victory Nkuka, and with this channel, I share content that relates to life in the UK. I also share about UK visas and immigration updates you need to know about. I also share about jobs with visa sponsorship that can help you come to work in the UK. From time to time, I share about scholarships that can help you study in UK, in Europe for free, or any country of your choice. If these are contents that interest you, you are welcome to join this family. Kindly smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be notified each time I upload any video that will be of help to you or anyone you know. I'm sending lots of love to all my returning subscribers. You guys are absolutely amazing. God bless you all. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, kindly subscribe to this channel because you are going to get lots of useful information from this channel. Before we go fully into the details of this video, hit the like button because you're certainly going to get value from it. And when you get value from it, don't forget to share to many family and friends, most especially those who are actually very anxious and in great panic regarding this new UK law. Yesterday, I actually got a call from a dear family member, and he was asking me what's the fate of the dependent of someone who is already a care worker. Okay, the person is already a care worker. The company has decided to sponsor him, but has not yet brought out the certificate of sponsorship. 11th of March is past. Definitely the application is ongoing, but there is no certificate of sponsorship tangibly to hold. So there was so much anxiety, like what happens to the dependent when the COS comes out, let's say in April. Is it that they won't allow the spouse and the children to switch with that particular person? And I had to do my research again, and I found out that the government has even updated about it, and they are saying that they can remain in the UK. I'll be reading from the website so that you can get so much clarity, and this will be displayed on the screen as well so you can see it for yourself. And if you want to further check through the website, I can leave the link for you. You can request for it. I'll leave the link for you so you can read through it, and then you can hold it as your evidence when you're making applications. As published, it's saying dependent family members in work route. So this version, the first version of this was published in 2020, and now this is the updated version that was updated on the 11th of March 2024. And it's saying that the guidance tells caseworkers on how to consider application from people who wish to enter or remain in the UK as a dependent family member of those who currently have permission to stay on a work route. So I'm just going to, because for the purpose of this video, as titled, I'm going to be focusing on the care worker visa. I also make other videos to explain more about the student route, options you can consider, the way forward and the likes, but this is just strictly for the care worker visa and perhaps a student whose dependent is a care worker. So the part that concerns the care workers, so it's saying that care workers and senior carers, unless one of the exemptions below. So the part that concerns the care workers is saying that unless one of the exemptions below, the applicants must not be applying as a partner or a child of a skilled worker who is sponsored for a job in the occupation code 6145 care workers and home carers 6146 senior care workers. So for these two occupation code, if you are not any of these we are talking about today, you won't be able to apply. So this is the exemption. Now, if the lead applicant has continuously had permission as a skilled worker, accepting that any gap subject to paragraph 39E can be disregarded under the rules in force before 11th March 2024, sponsored in either of both this occupation code that was mentioned above, the dependents may apply. So to be eligible for this exemption, the lead applicant's original date must have been before 11th of March 2024, even if the application was granted after 11th of March, whether or not their dependent applied at the same time. Another question people have been asking is, what if the dependent is a child that was born in the UK? For instance, for me, when I came to the UK on a work visa, I came alone, and now I have a child who I gave birth to in the UK. So what's their fate? This place is saying that if the child is a dependent who was born in the UK, the child can also apply. Okay, so don't feel like your child is stranded. Child is not stranded. In order to explain this further, this paragraph, as short as it looks, it doesn't sound so clear. So they further given 6 scenarios, 6 case study, which many of us fall under, so that you'll be able to understand what your fate is. So the first scenario is a migrant, who they tag migrant A, who been sponsored as a care worker with their partner and child since 10th of January 2022. They are saying that the dependents can continue to apply as such. You get what it means is, if you've been in the UK since January 2022 as a care worker, you and your husband and your child or your wife, anybody that falls under your dependent, you can apply as such. Even when they are not in the UK, you can bring them to the UK. That if you've been a carer since January 2022, that's the first category. You can bring them over, or if you are here with them, you can apply with them, and you can also extend your visas with them. Is that clear? Then the second category is the category saying that the migrant B has been sponsored as a care worker since 25th of November 2023, but had not applied for their partner or children. So for migrant B, perhaps you've been sponsored in the UK as a care worker since the 25th of November, but you are here alone, you've not applied for your partner. They are saying that you can apply for your partner and your children, all that fall under your dependent visa, and they can come into the UK. Is that clear? I'm so happy about this. The migrant C is that the migrant C has been sponsored as a nursing auxiliary. Take note, nursing auxiliary, not a care worker now, since the 10th of July 2023, but switches to becoming a senior care worker with the application made on the 15th of March. That's, you're making the application after 11th of March. They are saying that the dependent will not be allowed to make applications because it's not, you've not been a care worker before. You've not had that occupation code. So they are sticking to the occupation code. So you've not had it previously. So if you're applying as a nursing associate, nursing auxiliary, you are switching, you won't be able to stay with your dependent. Now, the migrant D is a student since the 1st of September 2021, then switches to being a care worker, haven't completed their course, with an application made on the 1st of April. Remember, 1st of April is after 11th of March. So they are saying that their dependent will not be allowed to make application in connection with that. So that's for migrant D. The category E that was mentioned is a sponsored worker who has been in the UK since the 1st of June 2023, but switches to being a senior carer with the application made on the 25th of March. So if you fall under this category, your dependents can make an application. It doesn't affect you, even though you were a carer and now you are switching to being a senior carer, because it's still within the occupation code that is permitted. So this does not affect your dependent. So in summary, you can actually find out that if you're already in the UK on the care worker visa, your dependents can remain with you in the UK. I hope this helps to allay your anxiety. Another category is maybe you are a student and your dependent has been in the UK working as a care worker. If they've made applications and perhaps the CRS is not out, the applications will still be treated with that same occupation code. So if the CRS comes out in April, you will still be able to apply with them. So if you fall under this category, please keep your mind at rest. If you want much details about it, I can leave a link to an approved website you can go through, which really explains this for you. The last category they've considered is that the migrant F switches from being the dependent partner of a student to being a senior care worker with an application made on 10th of March. It's still before 11th of March. So they are saying that the partner can apply as their dependent and subject to course completion requirements. So with this, if you are a partner to someone who is a student, and let's say you've been working on the care worker visa, but the main applicant has been the student. Now, if you want to be the main applicant and the application has been put in for you before this time. Whether the application is out or not, or it's going to be out in April, this does not affect you. I hope you got some value from this. If you still have more questions on this, I'm more than happy to help out. Please use the comment section to ask your questions. Do like this video. If you've not subscribed to this channel, it's the best time for you to subscribe. Share this content to as many you feel is going to be of help to. Watch out for my other videos. I'm going to be making more explanations about this latest UK rule that was published and how it affects students. I'm going to do dedicated videos for students so that you can see the different options you can explore even at this time. But regardless of the category you fall under, there will always be a way out. So do watch out for my other videos. Thank you again for watching. I will see you all in my next. So stay blessed. Bye.